From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Braden Fisher. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
About to get started here, Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And away we go this afternoon.
No, inside.
In there at the knees.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The 2-1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two now. This to third. Okamoto. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Fisher, he's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time. And he'll 1.
Nope.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ball game.
Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John?
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Hey! Man at first, one away. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Next offering way upstairs. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away now. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. One of the more high-powered lineups in the game right now. It's built to do damage, and they got some hitters that can punish the baseball, Chris.
So fun to watch these players take their at-bats. I mean, they're so disciplined, don't give not just at-bats away, but really pitches away. Very aggressive, competitive in the zone, and when they connect, there's usually some loud noise to it, so we'll keep our ears open today.
Rice leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rice coming home. Fires it to the plate, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Cam Schlittler. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
On the ground to the left. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Lucas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Got him looking. That's out number 2.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
Ball 1.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside edge.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Two down. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Come on, Captain Kirk.
Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Talk about a battle at the plate. 10 pitches. He earned that walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's your 1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Scoreless after 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Ricky Tiedemann on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands, and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Spencer Jones, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Ripped to right. Out. Number 2.
Batting 7, shortstop George Lombard Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Second inning here, no score. And a big swing and a miss. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Here we go, Ricky.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Ball,
Really
that's
good
outside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Comes the 2-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
He was all over that one. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The Blue Jays looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there. Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So up next for Toronto, Brandon Valenzuela.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Okamoto, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Runner at second here, one gone. Strike three, and that's two in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Pitch kicks away. No advance, though.
That's ball 2.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Rogers Center, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. Tiedemann, a 6'4" lefty, 23 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sanchez takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Ninth, catcher Austin Wells.
Ball down.
Top of the third, no score.
Ball.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Hey. Ball. That's down.
Swing and a ball popped up. Smith. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Charles McAdoo.
Charles McAdoo.
In the air to left center. Ramos makes his way towards it, and a superb diving catch. What a play.
Up next for the Blue Jays. Center
And
fielder,
wow, what a great
Bateman.
diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays. And right there, he's done it again.
Let's go, Brett.
Just
Ball
off
one.
the outside edge, ball one. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That
Ball,
misses
that's
the
low.
zone, and that's ball one. Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out. On to the 4th, still scoreless.
Now pitching. for
New
the Blue
pitcher now
Jays,
for the Jays,
number
Paul Sewald.
58.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
You know, these
Ball, that's
Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
It drops in, gets away a little bit. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Tap foul at the plate. 0-1 now. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Luis Garcia. That's ripped into the outfield. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Spencer Jones.
Fouled off left side. The Yankees with a chance to score first. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball, that's out.
And that drops in for a strike. That one kicks away from the catcher, and the runner holds. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Ball, down.
And the 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Now a quick throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Jones, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. See you later. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. him looking. That's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Alejandro Kirk. And that's outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 1-1. Hauls it in, 1 away.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight. Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Jays trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 down, base is empty. Kazuma Okamoto, the next to hit, doubled in his first AB.
Nope.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen, Mason Fluhart.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Yeah, Blue Jays, Toronto
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got him swinging.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Going to count 1-2.
Ball 2.
Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Come on, Mason.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a payoff pitch. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Yanks held in check, but they lead at 3-0. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ball. That pitch is out.
In the air, left field. Ramos tracks it down for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Brandon Valenzuela.
Foul ball.
To pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
next
Strikeout
for the
number
Blue
8.
Jays,
Not the best
second
location with the
baseman,
fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
High high fly ball out to left field. Ramos should have this one. And that's the third out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Yankees 3 and the Jays nothing. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Ben Rice
Leading off
stepping in now for the Yankees.
The designated hitter, Ben Rice.
First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Just
Ball
off
two.
the outside edge. Ball 2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact. That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And a swing and a miss. Fluharty, 24 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Yankees up by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the
And
Yankees,
now
first
Luis
baseman,
Garcia,
Luis
1 for 2.
Ball.
In the dirt. The throw into second. Safe.
No, he's in
And
there.
now
Safe.
a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second. Swing, and he popped it up. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Spencer Jones.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mason Fluharty won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Blue
bullpen for the Jays,
Number
Simeon
10,
Woods Richardson.
Simeon
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That's a ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll do it. One left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. Well, we go bottom 6, and now for the Jays, Charles McAdoo.
Charles McAdoo.
No, that's
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Tim Hill, left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Cruz warming up as well.
That's ball 2.
This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
McAdoo gets his lead at first with nobody out. See ya strikes him out for the second time today.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
One out man at first. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 1-0. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. Quick toss to first, and he's back in there. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Just
That ball
missed.
went out.
Well, the this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That's ball 3.
In the dirt, blocked. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Leading off for
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Action in the pen down there. Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Hard hit left side. Jimenez throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Next for the Yankees, shortstop George Lombard Jr.
Just
Nope,
missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-0. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Aye.
Now one missed.
Outside.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Two outs, base is empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Aye.
The 0-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bateman under it. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. But they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading off for Toronto, left fielder Jesus Sanchez.
Ball
That's a
one,
ball.
no strikes.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Oh, that's in.
Go, Toronto!
Just
That's ball
missed.
three.
Let's show 'em!
3-2. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Three-two now. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. That one misses.
That's out. Ball
So
four.
lead-off walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Chisholm flips it. There's one. On to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
For the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Stays alive.
Yeah, Blue Jays!
2-2 now. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
High fly ball, right field. Jones on his way over. And the inning is over. One left for Toronto. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the eighth. Austin Wells digs in now. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Right through there. Got it. One down.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Swinging a foul straight back. There's a strike.
Ball inside.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated
Nice line
hitter,
drive to
Ben
pull
Bryant.
side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out. Runner at second. Ben Rice now at the plate.
Hey.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Lucas under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Elliot Ramos.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Simeon Woods Richardson done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Blue Jays,
Rogers will take
number
over here.
71,
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Man at second.
Ball. That's down.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Out towards right center field. And that's a base hit. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 4-zip.
For the Yankees,
And here's the first baseman, Luis Garcia. 1 for 3.
Ball. That's low.
Ramos off of first with 2 away. Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Josh Smith. In the air out to center. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Charles McAdoo.
There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one fouled off. The Blue Jays down by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball, that's in.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder Brett Bateman.
Back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Brett Bateman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hey! In the air to left center. Ramos coming on. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tim Hill out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Yankees,
bullpen for the Yankees,
number 93.
Bradley Hanner.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hey!
The 0-1. Left field. And a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the 9th. Luis Garcia stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Ripped to first, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
corner for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game. Two down, nobody on.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Let's go, Tyler. Here we go, Tyler.
On the ground.
Oh, that's a foul
and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Ball 2.
Two. Struck him out swinging. Snuck the fastball by him. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom 9. Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Too high. Ball.
2-0. And
That's
another
out.
ball.
Come on, Alejandro.
There's a strike. 95 of that one.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a ground ball. Jazz tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Inside ball.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Yanks leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it for the K. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Okamoto in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Nope.
They're down to their final strike. And now the
Outside,
count
that's a
is
ball.
even.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Off the mark
upstairs.
there. Full count now. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In the air to left center. Grisham settles underneath it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.